Hello and welcome on my channel, Wolf-Aqua, your channel about horticulture, aquaponics and aquaculture. And in this video I'm going to show you how I became a gardener in a rooftop greenhouse. And let's go! After my internship at the Urban Farmers Den Haag was done, the time had come to write a lot. I still had to finish parts of my master thesis, but of course I also had to write an internship report about what I've experienced at the Urban Farmers in Den Haag. At the beginning of 2019, everything was written and handed in, and I was waiting for the final evaluation and to defend my thesis. In the meantime, I moved back to Germany, actually very close to the German-Dutch border. It takes me maybe 10 minutes by bike and I'm in the Netherlands. And here I live now at my former grandpa's place. He also had a company, and the first thing I did, I renovated myself one room for my tiny office. Actually, I'm standing now in this room, and the first thing I did, I actually took down all the old paperwork, I give it a nice polish, a paint, and DIY renovated it myself. And in the summer 2019, the time had come and I finished successfully my master's degree in the Wageningen University in the Netherlands. And thereby the educational plan that I made for myself to become an aquaponics expert that I made in 2012 came to an end. The whole education, or let's say the whole academic education, took me 7 years and I don't even regret 1 year. Especially the time in Wageningen was really great. I mean, you learn a lot, but you also get challenged yourself on a personal level. So you have to work in international teams to solve problems, and you have to also do certain self-reflection cycles to really improve yourself as a person. And that's what I really like. What I also really like was this international atmosphere, because we had people from all over the world working with us. So we had I have friends from Indonesia, from Sri Lanka, from Greece, from Mexico, and actually from all over the world. To put it in a nutshell, I would really recommend anybody to do a study or a program at the Wageningen University. Just a short disclaimer, I'm not an affiliate, I'm not getting any kind of provision that I recommend this university. For me, it was always very important to not only study a theoretical background, I also wanted to always gain practical experience. Looking back, I worked myself up the whole value chain of a fish, actually from the egg during the reproduction over the grow out to the final point of sale in a retail store. And as a consultant, I thought it is actually very good if I have a deeper insight in all those different aspects of the value chain, because if I want to consult a customer, I should know what I'm talking about. Short, after I finished the renovation of my office, I got asked to help out as a montage person for installing greenhouse technology in Urban Farming project. The Urban Farming project was in Oberhausen and relatively close by for me, just an hour of drive. And I thought, well, I have time, why not? And for sure, I could learn something from it. The project is right in the middle of the town and on top of the municipality building. So the greenhouse area had 1,000 square meters. And before I entered the greenhouse for the very first time, the greenhouse were closed because all the climate systems, all the climate control systems were not in place yet. And when I went in for the first time, we had at least 50 degrees plus and it was very hot to work there, as you can imagine. But also after the windows were open, the summer of 2019 had some very warm days for us in the greenhouse. For me, the assembling was a great experience. I really could learn a lot from very experienced people, especially when it comes to irrigation technology. However, for me it was also a very exciting experience to work 20 meters above the ground and to walk over very narrow steel beams and then putting screws together. And in September 2019, the project was finished and got opened up with a nice celebration. And sometimes we were just at the right spot at the right time. And they were looking for a gardener and I was around, so I became then, in the end, the gardener of that project. Furthermore, during that project, I got to know Mr. Dieter Exner. Dieter Exner is a very experienced person when it comes to greenhouse technology and gardening in general, with more than 40 years of experience. In 2020, Mr. Exner founded a new company called Exner Grüne Innovation, or blunt translated, Exner Green Innovation. And since this year, I'm working for the Exner Green Innovation company, and together we are building in general specialized projects in the horticulture sector. That can be an aquaponic system, that can be vertical farming system, that can be indoor farm solutions, or whatever is a little bit more tricky and special to build. And when one of you have one day a project and you need some experienced partners, so far at least mainly in Europe, feel free to contact us and we would be very happy to help you out. And of course, I also continue here as well. The goal of my channel is to show a broad audience the possibilities of horticulture, aquaponics and aquaculture to make our world a little bit more resource efficient, or to also produce our food in a more sustainable manner. That's also why I always make my videos in 2 languages at the same time. Though it's of course the same topic, but I also want that people in developing countries can have access to niche knowledge, which is otherwise sometimes maybe a little bit more tricky to get. So I would be very happy if you share my channel and my videos to people that are interested in those topics. And in the future, a lot of things will happen here on this channel. And if you don't want to miss this out, I would be happy if you subscribe, like and ring the bell for my channel. And thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, just post it in the comment section below the video. I would be very happy if I can answer some of those questions. And then I hope to see you for the next video. And ciao!